Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kicking It with Kiea B. It is me, Kiea B. It's been about a week or two-ish, somewhere around there, since the last time I made a video. But today, I decided to do something a little bit different than what I normally do on my channel. I decided that I wanted to do a story time. So today I am going to be telling you guys a story about the first time and really the only time that I ever got caught sneaking back in the house. I had already snuck out, but I got caught sneaking back in. So with that being said, without further ado, we are going to get into this video. Okay, so this all started in 1990. I believe it was still 1994. It was at the end of 1994. So, in 1994, is when I met Corey, my husband. And I was 13 years old when I met him. I actually had just turned 13 years old when I met him. And, we had been talking and, dating and all of that or whatever. Actually, I had turned 15. No, I had turned 14 already, because this was after my mom had already met him. So let me just start from the beginning. So I met Corey when I was 13 years old. And I pretty much talked to him for about an entire year before my mom met him. So she met him when I turned 14. She knew that I was talking to someone. She didn't know who he was. She never had seen him. She questioned his age, because when he would call the house, he sounded older than what I told her that he was. I told her he was 16. Corey was actually 19 when I met him. By the time she met him, he was already 20 years old, or about to be 20, because it was in the winter, so somewhere around there. He was either 20 or about to be 20. So my mom let me and my cousin have a house party, which turned out off the hook. Way more people came than was invited, but she let us pass out invitations, and we made copies, and I'm pretty sure you can pretty much think about that. Like, there was a lot of people there, and she wasn't too happy. Anyways, on that day, both of our birthdays are in April, so she let us have a birthday party. So I decided to let her meet him at the birthday party, because I figured, okay, well, she ain't gonna kill me in front of all these people, so let me just introduce them, at the party. Mind you, again, this was a whole year later. So, of course, she met him, and she had her little, what she had to say to him. You come to my house, and da-da-da-da-da. And my mom's 4'11", and Corey is 6 foot. So, imagine this little lady yelling up at this big man. It was hilarious. Anyways, so she met him. Still didn't care for him too much because of his age difference. And my husband is really quiet. He's not really a talkative person. He's kind of reserved. He doesn't just like go up and talk to people. And I'm outgoing. Like, when they say opposites attract, that's so true, because my husband is total opposite than from what I am. Like, I talk to people, I laugh with people, I interact with people. He'll sit by himself. You speak, he'll speak back. Once he gets to know you, he'll open up a little bit, but for the most part, he's still pretty quiet and pretty reserved. So he was not very much of a talkative person. So when he finally did start coming over to our house, she didn't like the fact that he didn't talk. He spoke, he gave respect, but he wasn't really like talkative. So she didn't like that. For some odd reason, she thought that that was rude, but I tried to explain to her that that's just how he was. So, anyways, so what I did was, instead of him coming over our house so much, I started going more over his house to see him because, you know, his mom loved me. She didn't like that we had a 6-year age difference, and, you know, he was older than I was, but, you know, she would rather me be at her house with him or whatever. So we used to kick it at his house. So I actually has started sneaking out of the house. So I have been doing this for a good while. I wouldn't say it wasn't a year, but I have been doing it for a good while. And Corey and I, we used to be together just about every weekend. When I snuck out, we would be, you know, I would go with him. And so, so I had been sneaking out for a while. Cousins would come spend the night. Friends would come spend the night. You know, my friends that I have had in my life were like family. So I didn't have to be at home for them to feel comfortable. And everybody called my mom or auntie. So, you know, they knew the deal. You coming over my house, I'm probably going to be gone. And so what I would do is, okay, so let me just tell you, okay, my parents, they both worked graveyard. So they went to bed fairly early. However, my mom loves to watch the news. And she watched the 10 o'clock news every night. And I knew that once the 10 o'clock news went off, it was a wrap. She was gone. It was a wrap. She was asleep. However, sometimes she would fall asleep during the news. So my plan of action was, once she went to sleep, I'm out of here. And at first I started sneaking out of my bedroom window, because my bedroom faced the front of the house. And so I would sneak out of my bedroom window. I did that for a while. But then it started to become a little bit too hard to do that, because so it was like when you coming into our house, it was like a wall, but there was a gate to get in, and then there was like a porch area. The wall was kind of high, so if you was gonna jump it, you was gonna struggle. And the gate made hecka noise when you opened it. So I would be trying to ease the gate open enough for me to sneak out. Y'all, back then I was way smaller than what I am now. I was that big. So I didn't have to open it much to slip on out. So I used to do that. And then it's just like, you know what? I'm tired of coming through the front, worried about the gate squeaking too loud, and hopping back in my window. So I had a time frame. So I had to be gone at least by 11 p.m. And I needed to be back in the house no later than like 2:33ish, because I knew that my parents were going to be getting up, getting ready to go to work. So I was the oldest child living at the house at that time. So I had younger siblings that was there. And so, and this was like during summer. It wasn't on school nights or anything like that. This was during summer. So anyways, I got tired of going in and out my room window. So I started sneaking out of the back door. So the way our house was made was the kitchen and the den was on one end of the house, and the bedrooms was way on the other end of the house. We had a long hallway, and I had the very first bedroom closest to the front door. So what I would do is, if I'm going out the back door that's in the kitchen, then it's less of a chance for them to even hear anything because I'm going out that door. Then I would just go out the side. We had a Rottweiler also, and he used to bark, but he barked anyway. So I should just be like, shh, you be quiet, you know? So I would go out the side door. So I have been doing this for a while, going out the side door, going to kicking it with my boo and stuff, you know, seeing my baby. And one night, I decide, oh, before I say that, I used to also turn all the ringers off in the house, just in case the phone rung in the middle of the night. And because Corey would call me, and he would let me know that he was on his way or he was outside. So, 1 minute, you guys. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. So anyways, where did I leave off? Phones. Okay. So before my parents would go to bed, I would go in their room and I would cut off the ringer in their bedroom. I would cut off the ringer on the phone in the kitchen. And then I had a phone in my room. So I would turn my ringer down extremely low, like the lowest that it can go. That way, when Corey called, the other phones wouldn't ring and wake my mom and my dad up. So he called and I left. So I'm gone, and you know, I went out the back door. Now I have siblings. At the time, I don't know where my two brothers were at that are the older, well, not, one's older than me and one's younger than me. But I also have my baby brother and my baby sister. They were home. And so I'm gone. So I come home. And when I come home, I'm trying to sneak back inside of the back sliding door. And as I open the door, I see my mom, my dad, and my little brother sitting on the couch in the bed. My heart almost jumped out my chest. And my little brother goes, "There she go." What? What the world? Like, why are y'all up at some 2 something in the morning? Like, what the freaking heck? Why are y'all up? So my brother like, there she go, she right there. So my mom is going off, going many. Like, she is pissed. Where you been? All of this. Now Corey wasn't on her best list already to begin with, so that just made it even worse. Now she really don't like him because she like, oh, he got you sneaking. Now mind you, Corey ain't never forced me to do anything that I don't want to do. Still to this day, there's nothing that I do that I don't want to do. So if I don't want to do it, then I'm not gonna freaking do it. Period, point blank. He has never been that person. So for her to say, oh, well, he made you sneak out and da-da-da-da-da, you know, it's like, no, he did not. I wanted to go. Like, I couldn't come in there and just knock on the door and say, hey, Mom, do you mind if I go with Corey at 11 o'clock p.m.? Absolutely not. Really? Is that what I was supposed to do? That's what teenagers do or did. Now, Pebbles, try it. I'm not even going to say what would happen. But anyways, yeah, so he never forced me to sneak out. I snuck out on my own free will. So I'm like, you know, I'm starting to ask the questions. Like, why are y'all up anyways? And, you know, I don't really have room to be asking any question as to why they're up. Like, I'm the one who's sneaking inside of the house knowing good and well I'm not even supposed to be gone, I'm supposed to be in my room. So I had made a pallet in there and everything. Mind you, I never made pallets in my bed to make it look like me. But for some odd reason, that particular night, I actually made a body in my bed to make it look as though I was there. I don't know why. Well, I know why now, but I just had this feeling like you need to make it look like you're in the bed. So, the reason that they were up and the reason that I got caught is because my little brother had a nightmare and decided to bypass our parents' room and run into my room because he was scared. Now, visualize this. A long hallway. My bedroom is the first room on the left. You keep going. There's a bedroom to the right, a little ways down the hall, which is my parents' bedroom. Directly across from my parents' bedroom was my little brother's bedroom. So all he had to do was make one straight shot across the hall and he could have been in my mom and dad's bedroom. But no, you know what he did? He came out, busted a right, busted another right, and hopped in my bed just to find out that I wasn't in it. Then he goes into our parents' room and wakes them up to tell, not that he had a nightmare, but that Kiea was gone. And then they had to find out why he was even in my room to begin with. And the reason he was in my room was because he had a nightmare. Ain't that crazy? I still to this day cannot wrap my mind around why he ran in my bedroom instead of going in his parents' bedroom. So, because my little scary brother at the time decided to run into Kiea's bedroom instead of his mama. I'm not his parent. His parents was right there. I got caught sneaking out. She called my grandpa. And my grandpa, his hands looked like two hands in one. He came up over there acting the fool. And he whooped me with, or he didn't whoop me, but he swatted me a few times with an extension cord or an iron cord. It was some kind of cord. Yes, I was a teenager. That was the last time my mom, I can't tell you when was the last time my mom had actually spanked us. But I don't even know why she called my grandfather up over there. Like, he ain't had nothing to do with Papa. He ain't even live in that house. Needless to say, I still didn't stop doing it. You know what ended up happening? I felt like this. Y'all are trying to stop me from seeing the person that I want to see. And, sorry you guys, I was out of focus. And because of that reason, it's going to make me go harder for him. I always used to tell my mom, like, my dad is older than my mom. And it's like she started, it's really weird because she started dating my dad at the age of 13. So it's like, okay, well, you were 13 when you met my dad. My dad is, I think like 7 years older than her. Corey is 6 years older than me. So I started telling her, like, you can't get upset that I'm dating him. You did the same thing. And of course, I know that parents want better for their children than they have for themselves, because my daughter will be 13 next month. And would I condone her having a boyfriend at the age of 13? Absolutely, positively not. First of all, the times have changed from 1994. Like, the times have definitely changed. And I definitely want better for my daughter. Corey and I are still together. We have been together 24 years. And we have been married, it'll be 16 years this year. But, you know, everybody is not that lucky. So, my mom tried to stop me from seeing him. And after I got caught sneaking out, even more so. But look what ended up happening. I didn't listen. I didn't sneak out no more. You know what I started doing? Walking right out the front door. I surely did. And I used to stay gone for the entire weekend. Like from that point, and I'm not saying it's okay to do that, because it's not. I was still a teenager, a child. I was not an adult, and I didn't have the right to do that. But I was so angry at her for trying to keep us from being together that, you know, I was like, you know what, forget it. If I'm going to get in trouble, I'm going to get in trouble from walking straight out and her seeing me walk out, or, you know, her knowing that I left versus me sneaking out. So from that point on, my dad used to go to Corey's parents' house. He went over there like once or twice when I didn't come home to see if I was over there. And Corey's mom will call and be like, you got that girl with you? We would be at the motel, the mosey wosey, whatever you want to call it. But and I'm not, again, I want to reiterate, I am not condoning anybody underage to do any of this. This was just my story. This is what I did, and how I got caught sneaking out or sneaking back in, thanks to my baby brother. If you're watching this, or if your woman is watching this, shame on you. Shame on you. You should have ran into your parents' room, not mine. But at the end of the day, all is well. And I still got him. So it all worked out in the end. So you guys, that is my story time of the first and only time that I got caught sneaking back into the house. And the rest is history. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you guys would like to hear more story times, please let me know in the comment section below. If you are new to my channel, thank you so much for your subscriptions and your support. And thank you to all of my other subscribers. You guys are so freaking awesome. I really appreciate the love that I have been shown. And you guys continue to give the thumbs up, please. Please. And thank you for sharing. A lot of you I've been seeing have been sharing my videos. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. I really, really appreciate it. I know y'all probably get sick and tired of me saying this at the end and in the beginning of all my videos, but y'all don't understand how much I really do appreciate it. You know, you got to support each other, period, point blank. I'm about supporting people. And I like for people to support me as well. So with that being said, I hope that you all have a good evening, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Again, if you guys want to hear more story times, leave a comment in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up. So with that being said, bye. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Kicking It with Kiea B. I don't like the way I look right now. Hey, why did this shake?